here we are yet again, another bellied up episode. Charlie, how you feeling?
Miles, I'm feeling good. I got to be honest with you. You know, even though it's a bit of a rainy day out, I'm not mad at it.
But what I will have to say about it being a rainy day is we had some good sunshine earlier this week, so it kind of feels a little cozy to be here in the bar while it's raining outside. You
Just
know?
cuddled up here right next to, well, sorry, bellied up.
Bellied up. Yeah.
You know.
Now, to be clear, me and Charlie are not bellied up to each other. We're bellied up to the bar.
Bellied up to the bar. But it wouldn't be wrong if we were bellied up to each other, folks.
It's a nice, cozy, rainy day.
It is a cozy. I could use a hoodie. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. What do you like to do on a cozy, rainy day, Charlie?
What do I like to do? Jeez Louise, that is a good question. Well, I think I'm doing what I like to do. I like to belly up to a bar and have one, maybe get a hot toddy. You know, that's something nice.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, a little
down easy
hot
right now.
liquor drink. You know, that's pretty good. I also like to do some games. I like to play cribbage. I like to play sheep's head. Those are my games.
Yeah.
What are your favorite games, Miles?
I mean, I'm not a big card guy. I don't know. I'm too competitive. So that's the problem. Is I like playing card games.
Yeah.
But then when I lose, I'm a sore loser, and then everyone else is like, "Wow, this isn't very fun anymore." And so I know my personality, Charlie, and I try and keep it fun and light on a rainy day.
You've ruined a few too many Christmases.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Monopoly board flipped over, the whole thing. So I just like to sit back on the couch, maybe have a beer and watch some Netflix or something like that. A good TV show.
Well, yeah. What's your favorite? Miles? What is your favorite show of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah. And don't give me I like this and I like that. You got to choose.
Well,
okay?
comedy-wise, I'm an Office guy.
You already did it. You said comedy-wise. I said of all time. Are you going with The Office?
Well, what?
One show you can watch for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm going with one of the Narcos shows.
Really?
Yeah. Because they got the regular Narcos, they got Narcos Mexico. Both of them are pretty great.
Yeah.
I love those shows.
Yeah, they are great shows. I've only watched the first season. No, I've watched 2 seasons, I think.
Yeah, they're all good. So those are my favorite. Okay. If I had to just I could, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You can't choose a show that's only got a few seasons because it'll get over it pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's got a big library, so I like that.
It does.
But recently, I've been liking, obviously, Succession was a great show. I love the ending. I know the internet maybe didn't love the ending, but I did.
You know what? I'm so far behind on Succession. I got to get up on my game.
I know.
You know, I don't watch.
You got to relax more. You're working too much.
I do. I really do need to relax more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for noticing that. Thank you for noticing that I'm working.
You need a me day is what you need. And no better me day than a nice, cozy, rainy day, Charlie.
You know what, Miles? Who says this isn't my me day?
It is.
I'm sitting here chit-chatting with you over at Zad's in Milwaukee, and I don't know what I'd rather be doing today than maybe talking to some of the fine folks out there in the world.
Absolutely. So should we talk to some of those folks, Charlie?
Let's take some calls.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
Hey, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. Belly on up to us. What's going on? Belly up to the bar. I like belly on up to us, so, Not much, he says?
Yeah, not too much going on, but, this weekend, Saturday, I got my first kickboxing fight.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Kickboxer. Holy smokes.
So I was wondering, if you guys had any Midwestern advice. I'm not from the Midwest. I'm from Massachusetts, but I was wondering if you guys had any Midwestern advice on, kickboxing or martial arts.
I mean, I got a great one for you. As soon as you sock them right in the side of the head, just go, oh, sorry.
There you go. You
can't be too mean in the ring.
No. And also your apologies, your Midwestness inside the ring will disarm the fella. It'll take away some of that aggression. That can be your secret weapon right there,
Yeah, pop. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And then
maybe that's a good idea.
Right before the knockout, say, tell your folks I says hi.
Right when
that's
you hit them.
That's a good one. Yeah. Ask them, Ask him when you got him in a headlock if you wore the right deodorant. Oh, that's
That's
you
wrestling.
don't, you don't do it. Well, I was thinking MMA. Okay, kickboxing.
That's all right. MMA may be in the future, but
Yeah, and as you're maybe doing a little scoot dance around the ring, you could be like, "Oh, let me squeeze right past you." Pop,
Yeah, there you go.
pop, pop.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You get it, the sorry after each one would be hilarious. I would love to have you mic'd up doing this. I don't know where you put the mic, but
that'd be.
do you go shirtless when you're
I mean,
kickboxing?
that could be a possibility. Say again?
Are you guys what do you guys wear when you kickbox? Is it like the movies, like no shirt?
Well, it's amateur, so it's headgear with gloves and shin guards.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you want to guard that.
Yeah.
I don't, when you get like, at what point are you taking off the headgear? Why is that a good idea ever? I always wondered that.
Usually pro they'll take off the headgear, but let me tell you, to be honest, the headgear doesn't really do much.
I mean, it's got to do something. And also, why don't you make it so it does a little more? Like, can't you just inflate a little bit more air in that? It's your noggin.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't design them, but let me tell you, sometimes you just get hit more in headgear. I feel like, but to each their own.
Oh yeah, because it's like the NFL. The better the helmet technology gets, the more concussions you get because people are leading with their heads because it essentially doesn't hurt as much.
Oh, is that the deal?
I don't know. That's my theory on the whole thing, right? When you had a leather helmet.
I've heard that.
Yeah, when you got a leather helmet on, you're not exactly wanting to stick your nose in there and pop someone with it. You're going to use your shoulder, you know?
But it's a little bit different in kickboxing because you're not really leading with your noggin.
No, but what he's saying is he's not necessarily protecting his head as much because he's got the helmet
it
on.
more.
Yeah.
Charlie. Listen
Now
the
he's
first
catching
time.
on.
What's that?
I said now he was catching on. He got it.
Yeah, maybe I've been kickboxing too much without headgear, Jeez Louise.
So, there's some nights of drinking I wake up and I say, hey, did I go kickboxing last night? What happened in my head?
Well,
Left the headgear at home.
I was wondering if your advice was going to have tell me to have one or two tree beers before I get in there. It might loosen me up a little bit.
I mean, absolutely.
That'll loosen you up for the first few punches, but then you're probably it's diminishing returns when you do that.
Yeah, and then you don't want to get any cuts where you start bleeding a little bit because I believe it will make you keep going.
Yeah,
So
alcohol increases the blood flow.
So,
to some places.
I got a question for you. How does one get into kickboxing?
Well, so I took a couple boxing classes when I was younger, and I wanted to do it when I got older, and I just kind of never ended up going back. And then once I got old enough, I had a job, I had a car, I started going back, and I started boxing for about a year. I've had 4 amateur boxing fights, and a bunch of my buddies from the gym were into kickboxing and MMA, so they started teaching me stuff, and then I started getting into that, and here we are, and I got my first kickboxing match this weekend.
Okay. Talk to me about your mentality going into the first kickboxing match. What's going through your mind?
It's just kind of the same as any other match. It's you just got to stay as relaxed as you can. Everybody gets nervous. You're going to have nerves, but, you just stay as relaxed as you can. And I train, 5-6 days a week. So the confidence really is just in your training.
Yeah, I like that. Now, a question for you. Do you have a specific plan going into it? What is the plan?
The plan, well, first and foremost, is not get hit. But no, the plan is just stay composed, stay relaxed, and like I said, just let the training come out. Other than that, like if you're talking very specific, I like to stay longer. I'm kind of a more rangier kind of fighter. So I kind of stay on the outside and pick my shots. But with amateurs, it can be tough because amateurs just tend to crash in and it's a mess. But
okay. What is your next plan? Because everyone's got a plan until they get kicked in the mouth. Then what's your plan?
Do you see how he set that up? He's a master of the way. I love watching it.
Plan B is knock them out.
Okay, there we
Knock
go.
'em out.
Yeah, you take one kick to the head, and then all your training goes out the window, and it's how can I KO this guy on the canvas?
you start swinging for the fences.
Yep.
Now, if you go big for the knockout, I mean, that's because like if you're kicking for the head, that leaves you pretty susceptible, doesn't it?
It can, but kicks are typically longer than punches. So unless they counter you, if you throw a kick, you're pretty okay.
Okay. All right. I get it. It just leaves something very exposed when you're kicking that high.
That was what I was going to say. If you are getting tired in the ring, try and get hit in the gonads. So then they usually give you a break.
So I can get a break?
Yeah.
Oof. I'm gonna have to advise against that. Okay, as someone who's been kicked in the pecker before, that's not something you want. Especially by another amateur kickboxer.
Yeah. Here's a question: is it legal to sack tap someone in the ring?
Ooh.
That could disarm them a little bit.
Well, you wear a cup, so usually, like if you do get hit there, it's not too bad.
Sorry, cup check. Can you cup check someone in the ring?
I mean, you can, but it's not, you either get a point taken away or they get time to rest. You don't want to give your opponent time to rest.
Yeah, and that's kind of below the belt, if you know what I mean.
It is a little below the umbilical cord.
And figuratively.
Do you, if you're using a cup, has the cup technology gotten better since I was playing football back in the day? Because they were not comfortable.
I was looking at it, I'm like, I don't think that this is shaped correctly.
No, I know. How hard is that?
It's definitely gotten better.
It has? I mean...
Definitely gotten better. It's pretty good.
Yeah, there was the initial one where it's just kind of like...
The white one with like the little rubber around the edge with the holes in it.
Holes on
Why do there need to be holes in it?
Let the little guy breathe, Miles.
Suppose, yeah.
But then there was the other ones where it kind of goes down into the grundle area. You know those kinds? That was the last I left cups, and I thought, this is very uncomfortable. You ever?
Yeah, they can tend to be...
Do you ever like?
They can tend to be uncomfortable.
You ever get into the ring and you're like just starting the match, and then you're like, oh my god, I forgot my cup, and it throws your whole game off?
Well, they usually check before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And they're not gonna let you fight if you don't have a cup.
Now, how does someone How does someone acquire the job of checking the cups before the match?
Yeah, ask him for a friend.
Yeah.
Well, usually you're like a referee or like a commission guy. I don't think they have just a specific cup checker, but maybe that's a new job title.
It's like what a fluffer does on his off days. Yeah, I'm moonlighting as a cup check guy. Oh exactly. Man! Oh, this is great. Hey,
what kind of are you gonna wear trunks at this match, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I have just regular Muay Thai shorts.
Okay, what color are you going with? It's usually the way to really build your brand. You got a specific color you like?
So I got a pair. It's they're like a bluish purple with kind of like red flowers on them. They're really cool. Okay. And I'm gonna have that in the tank top.
I like that. Really going for the beach look. Maybe wear flip flops into the ring and then throw them into the crowd.
Yeah, bring a little professional wrestling into this thing.
Puka shell necklace into the ring might be kind of good.
You got to stand out. You can't just be some regular Joe going into the ring. You gotta have your own
little style. Yeah, I like that. Hey, but there's do they have regulations as to what you can and can't wear? Do they take it that serious, or can you have a little fun with it?
I mean, I think it depends on like what organization you're fighting for. The one I'm fighting for, they probably don't really care too much. Okay, well that's good. That's good. Well, I'm excited for you. I really am. Miles, do you have any final bits of advice for him? Anything like that? Yeah, I would say that you just got to have that backup plan because, like I said, everyone's got a plan until they get kicked in the mouth. Yep. And so you just, whatever plan you initially have, throw that out the window and know you're not going to use it. And I just say protect your noggin. Yeah, I think in between rounds, if I'm having some trouble, I'm going to have to give you guys a call. Yeah. Phone a friend. There you go. Phone two friends. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That should be a new rule. All right, I'll give you Miles's number right now. Okay, all right. All right, perfect.
Yeah, I would also say that you might want to hitting people in the head is all fun and games and fancy and all, but I can tell you what, you can really take someone down with some body shots as well. So don't overlook the body shots. Maybe a few to the ribs, get them breathing weird. Could be a
Body
good
shots
one.
and leg kicks.
Yeah, you got shin guards, so you're good there.
Perfect.
Yep.
Hey, and if the whole kickboxing thing doesn't, no, I'm more of a coach. You know, I like the rah
You sound like
speeches.
you know what you're doing.
I
though.
don't know, Miles. I think you could really get yourself. I think you and I should kickbox.
Yeah, I mean, you give me 6 months, I'm probably
I
pretty
think
good
so.
at it. But you know,
That's all you need is 6 months.
yeah, that's all I need.
How are your hips?
Oh, I got bad hips.
Oh, you do have bad hips.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but if you only go on body shots, you don't have to get it above his waist very much. So
That's
good
true.
there.
Just a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I actually kicked him there.
No,
Sorry,
you're
buddy.
good.
Didn't mean that.
What's your front kick look like?
I got a nasty front kick.
Okay, so maybe go Karate Kid. Go one leg, knee up, hands in the air, front kick to the
Show
teeth.
Who's the true player?
Yeah.
Okay, that too.
Yeah.
That too. Right in the
Maybe,
choppers.
Maybe I can toss some sippy cow into his eyes and he won't be able to see me.
Oh no, you put it in his eyes. I've had this stuff in my eyes, made me see 2020. Okay, so be careful with that. That's not the way to go. All right.
Another good way to do it is, yeah, you could. You've seen. I imagine they put a little Vaseline on your face so if you don't get cut up too much. Try just Vaselining your whole body.
Just that can be your thing, your
yeah.
calling card.
Yeah,
The slippery eagle, you know?
the slippery snake is.
No, I like slippery eagle, you know, because he can
slithering,
fly
slippery
and he can
snake.
slide, you know?
Yeah,
A snake can't kickbox. You see an eagle catch a walleye? Imagine an eagle kickboxing, dude. No.
yeah. Do the eagles have large talons?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What do you do they? Yeah. That's how they get them walleyes, dude.
Yeah.
I was fishing for walleyes for a long time, and this eagle came right down and got a big old 18-inch walleye. Could barely get out of the river or out of the lake. And
I think we were fishing together. We caught a northern, threw it back, and the eagle came and grabbed it. Do you remember
well,
that?
it must have been one you caught because you got the hook caught too down far
Yeah,
low.
okay, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
I've never fished for a walleye. I'm usually a bass guy myself.
Ripping lips.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, you get some walleyes going. Come on. You know, a little less time in the ring, a little more time in the boat. There you have it.
I think that's what's going to have to happen.
I like it.
I think my final piece of advice for you is don't lose your breath in that ring. There's going to be a lot of adrenaline going. There's going to be a lot of stimulation from the crowd. I bet they're going to be probably 18K plus fans there. So it's going to be a lot of, there's going to be warm up songs, walk-in theatrics. You got to keep your breath. Good breathing technique is what it's all about.
Do you have any good Midwestern walkout songs for me?
Oh, Charlie.
I mean, I have a song out there, you know, Ope Nope, you know,
you
that's
got
a
that
good one.
You could do Drunk I Am as well.
Yep, that Miles wrote
And
that one.
you could jokingly stumble into the ring to make it look like you're drunk and then pop them right in the face.
Yeah, that could be part of your deal. I like that.
You also could do Roll Out the Barrel, Charlie.
Roll Out the Barrel, that's a good one. The Crusher, wrestler, he had the whole Roll Out the Barrel deal, a little polka. You could do the jump around. That's a big one, and I think kickboxing, you're jumping around a little there. So, we got our options
You
for
could
you.
also just go with straight silence.
Yeah, that's
Nothing's more intimidating than a stone cold killer walking out in dead silence.
Yeah, just to make sure you don't have gas, otherwise that could backfire,
True.
That might be actually a good technique in the ring. You lift a leg. He's gonna think that you're going for his head, but you really just lead out a little, and then he's gonna get a look on his face. You're gonna disarm him, and then go for it.
Jerky and coleslaw. That's your meal before you get out there.
Yeah, sauerkraut.
Yeah,
that's the way to go.
Yeah, a little kraut in your deal. So, all right, sound good, fella?
Oh, yeah. That sounds great. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
And good luck on the fight. We're gonna be rooting for you.
We will be rooting for you. We'll talk to you soon,
Thank
and
you.
let us know how you do.
I'll tag you guys on Instagram.
Yeah, do it.
On my story when I win.
I love it. I'll be looking out. All right, we'll see you soon.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
You betcha. Bye-bye.
We are not fit to be MMA coaches.
No.
Or kickboxing.
No.
I've never been in a fight in my life.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Do tell.
It was a drive-by. I was walking with my buddy on the side.
You know,
of
the classic drive-by fist fight. That's always
it was. I was walking with my buddy on the sidewalk, and my buddy wasn't moving for the scooter. He was being kind of a little bit of a prick about it. You know, he was like, "You can't ride your scooter on the deal," and he wasn't going to move out of the guy's way. The guy had a gal on the back. And then they started jib-jabbing, you know, little vocal jabs back and forth as we're walking this way. He's back there. Now, he's trying to stand up for his gal. We didn't say anything about the gal, but he's trying to show like he's a big man.
A little peacocking going on.
Peacocking. So he gets back on the scooter. This is where the drive-by thing comes in. Goes full bore on the scooter and then...
Clothesline?
No, what do you call this one? There's a
haymaker.
Haymaker right to the back of his head, and then, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you guys. Nice umbrella. They were talking to us on the sidewalk, and gets a haymaker on the back of the noggin, and then I had to step in, and I got he was punching me, and I was like blocking, then I. Yeah, I was. And I've got a little bit of training. Yeah. I did land one punch, but then he went into the street, so I brought him back up from the street. It's a stupid thing to fight, though, because you can easily hurt somebody, and then you're going to jail for manslaughter, you know? So I don't tell anyone to fight.
They
it's
know
a dumb
Charlie
thing.
Barron's with those lethal fists.
Well, everybody, all you got to do is get someone off balance, and they hit their noggin on the sidewalk the wrong way, and you're going to the slammer. Fighting's so dumb.
We're an anti-street fighting podcast, Charlie, I think is where it's at. But,
100%.
Well, I'm glad that everyone ended up being okay.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you.
And
I'll protect you if we ever get into a fight.
Did you? I imagine though, when you did land one punch, you had to have said, "Oh, sorry."
I did. Honestly, I said, "Sorry, man. You can't be doing this. You know what's going on." And then there was a gal with her little dog, and she said she was going to call the police, and we all skedaddled.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah. So, anyways, folks, don't fight. It's not worth it. All right. Make beer, not war. All right. We'll take our next caller.
Oh, welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
My name's Cletus. Well, it's shortened.
You okay, fella?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
how are you guys doing today?
Cletus is your name,
Cletus,
you said, right?
What's it shortened for?
Well, yeah, I have people call me Cletus because my actual name is Cluster.
Cluster.
Cluster is a great name.
I think you're the first Cluster I've ever met.
Yeah. Where did Cluster come from?
There's supposedly some harebrained story behind it. I don't really know if it's true or not. But there's something along the lines of the founder of some famous diesel motor it was his name, and he was friends with a great-great-grandpa in the war and something along them lines. It's come from a couple generations of boozers, so I don't really know.
Okay.
I can't verify.
Well, I got a question for you, Cluster. Have you ever had an evening where you got lucky and then you showed up and saw your buddies the next day and they asked you how it went? Did you go, it was really a cluster fuck last night? Or
That is my favorite nickname. Of all of them, I got to hear that's probably one of my favorites.
There we go. All right. We're right on. Well, Cluster, Cletus, why don't you belly up to the bar with us? Tell us what's on your mind.
Before you do that, though, can I just say Cletus isn't necessarily that much shorter than Cluster, is it? Is it Clitus?
Well, I don't CLTUS or something like that.
Okay, all right. Either way, it's a horse apiece.
Yeah, well it's easier to say than Cluster. So
all right. Well, Cletus, belly on up to the bar and tell us what's on your mind.
Well, my wife, she's really lovely. She's a really good cook, but I don't know how to tell her I don't want her to use my grill anymore.
Oh.
I knew there was a but there somewhere. When you always start off with, I love my wife. She's great.
We know there's some sledgehammer coming on the other end. So,
what happened?
Yeah.
Sounds like there's some pain behind that voice.
Well, she's lit my grill on fire twice now.
2 times. Wow. Good for her.
Kudos to you for giving her a second chance.
Yeah.
Well, she does this while I'm at work, so and I come home to see the aftermath. It started off as a nice shiny silver. Now it's like burnt orange.
Okay, so she really did a number on this grill of yours. What kind of grill are we working with?
I think it's an expert grill. I don't know. It come out of a Tractor Supply.
Okay,
I got it for my Father's Day, and I really like the grill. It's just she's turned it orange now, and not that there's anything wrong with orange. I don't really want her burning down my grill.
Yeah, I mean, I feel ya.
And a grill is a tough thing to burn down. They're actually made so they don't burn down very easy. So it looks like she's getting there.
She's really getting after it.
And you got to get it hot to burn that sucker down.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, like I said, it's burnt orange now at the top, so she's got it really hot.
Yeah. So okay,
I think it's pork chops.
Yeah, talk me through. Like, where do you think she went wrong? What happened?
I think it's just she chooses the grill on the wrong day. You got to know when to grill. You can't just grill any day you like.
I kind of disagree with you, Cletus. I think you can grill any day. As someone who's grilled in,
Well, if you've got the right setup, I've grilled in snowstorms. I know. But if you go out on just a really windy day and your grill's just sitting out on your deck and the big old south wind just comes through and
wow, you can't. Is it on a wood deck?
Yeah, it's on a wood deck.
You're going to maybe want to move that to the concrete away from the house a little bit. Maybe put her on the boulevard.
Yeah, you got to read the owner's manual on those. You can't, that's not there just for
man.
kindling.
I don't need the owner's manual.
Okay, I see how it is.
Well, okay.
Well,
So you're looking for some solutions on how to maybe, is it that you just want her to stop grilling, or is it that you want to maybe teach her how to grill?
a little bit of both, but really I just don't want her to light it on fire anymore.
Okay.
Well, that's an easy fix. I mean, it takes a little bit of love, a little bit of patience, and you'll get her grilling probably better than you. I mean, and I do hate to say this, but you're not exactly doing everything by the book on the grill either, having it on that wood deck. So, I think.
But I got a nice view. I'd like to be able to look at my view while I'm grilling.
Yeah.
I don't let my grill on fire. That's all. I mean,
all right. Well, we got the situation, Charlie. Maybe let's come up with some solutions here. I think number one is you need to invest in a bike lock and just lock the lid shut. What do you think of that?
I think she might lock him out of the bedroom.
Let's see what he thinks here, right. Charlie.
All right.
What do you think of that?
It's something to try. I don't know. I'm worried that she might find a way to get it off. She's rather determined.
Okay.
So she likes grilling.
She does. And I like grilling too, but that's my job.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that's the deeper issue here.
Man. Maybe she's doing it on purpose.
Yeah. What is it that you like so much about grilling that you're a little territorial about it?
That's just who I am. I'm the grill man. That's every responsible father's job is to operate the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. When you're the grill master,
it's sacred territory.
Yeah, it's tough to give up that old charcoal burner, whatever you're working with. It's tough to give that up when you're the grill master.
Yeah. Do you enter her territory? Is she kind of?
Well.
Oh, go ahead.
She chases me out, but I do have to go in there for food sometimes. I mean,
so he's just talking in the house, not even things that she does. Yeah, he's just talking that she once in a while lets him in the house.
Yeah, if you bark enough at the door,
he's got a doggy door he gets to sneak into once in a while.
I do have my own doghouse. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Well, maybe what you could do is I don't know if you guys have cleanup week where you're at. We have a thing where you put out old stuff that you don't want anymore. People come rummage through it, and if no one else wants it, they take it to the dump. maybe go on a cleanup week, go find yourself a grill that maybe will work. And you get a his and hers situation going on. Let her destroy her own grill, and you get to keep your own for yourself.
But make sure you put her grill off the deck.
Yes,
for
away
sure.
from structures.
Yeah. We've tried that twice now.
You haven't been married that long, have you, Miles?
Well, I'm going on about 4, 5, 6 months ish.
4, 5, 6 months. That's a minute.
Has she hit you with what's yours is mine yet?
Yeah, we're reaching that space, but she mostly barks at me to get out there on the grill, so I don't have the same situation that you do. But yeah, I know where you're going with this. Is she's gonna feel a little jaded if you have your own grill and she has her own, right? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, and I could buy her like a nicer one. If I went and picked up one off the street, I don't know how well that would go over.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
Well, you got the nicer one. I get the one off the street.
Well, it's all about marketing, my guy. You can go, I cannot believe someone would throw this grill out. It's even nicer than the one that I got. And so, honey, this one's for you.
Honey, I got you an upcycled Weber grill. You know? A grill made from recycled ocean trash. You know, because technically, if you threw it out, it'd probably end up in the ocean. So, you know, I mean, you might as well cut to the chase, and there you have it.
Well, that's something to try. I still feel like hesitant, but my wife can be a meat lady, so I got to take it with a grain of salt, you know.
Is that what you season with? Is grains of salt?
A little bit of salt and pepper.
Yeah,
not so much.
I knew.
You don't want to go overboard.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay. What kind of meats is your go-to meats when you're the grill master?
Honestly, I'm a burger guy.
Okay.
I like burgers, cheeseburgers. Burger.
Do you ever get any
maybe some barbecue chicken?
Yeah. Do you ever get any like jalapeno cheeseburgers at all, or is it just strictly beef and only beef?
It's strictly beef. I'm not really much of a jalapeno guy, unless it's in like cheese, like pepper jack cheese.
Okay.
But I do enough, you know, between the barbecue chicken and the steak and the brats. I feel like my palate is wide enough.
Charlie,
I'd like
you used to be married. Tell him, how can he navigate? How can he navigate this very tread lightly in this water of how to get her to not burn down the grill, but also maintain a good relationship in his marriage here?
I think there's only one solution. I think that you got to burn down the kitchen, okay? And then she kicks you out of the kitchen, and then she does that first. And as a, you know, what's mine is yours measure, you kick her off the grill, and that
put a hot dish in the oven and just turn it on as high as it can go, and just go hang out in the garage.
Yep.
And
go wait.
Yeah, and then when you hear the smoke alarms going off, you go in and you go, see, this is what happens when I embark on your territory. Guess you probably shouldn't do that outside either.
I think you just let her say it, you know, just walk in and just wait for her to say, you're never doing this again. Fine. But honey, it's a compromise. I'll never do this again if you never do that again. And then boom, that's your solution, I'm thinking.
Well, that sounds like a really good solution. But I think the best way is to maybe make her think it's her idea. How would I go about doing that?
I think you just,
that's
it. That's it. Because it's her. Okay. So it's her idea to kick you out the kitchen. Okay. So what's her idea to not grill again? Ooh, that is it. Okay.
I think I got it.
Okay. Miles has it.
I think you have to dig deep. I think you have to gather all of your grill master knowledge. I think you got to splurge a little extra on the prime cut meats, and you got to cook the greatest meal she's ever had on the grill.
I like this.
One that she could never hold a candlelight to.
Don't forget the potatoes.
Yeah. Something that she puts in her mouth that melts, savory. It's got the right amount of texture. It is seasoned perfectly, and you set the bar so fucking high.
So high.
That she can't ever even imagine cooking anything close, and you kind of ruin grilling for her.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget.
Just go, honey, I'm so sorry. I never meant to grill before because I didn't know this was even possible. I'm not even in a league that you are. I think you should do all the grilling duties from now on.
And make sure that she remembers. Sometimes when you eat, you forget right away. So put some asparagus in there every time she pees for the next, 12 hours. She'll remember.
Yeah.
You get that asparagus smell when you pee?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, every time I eat asparagus, I forget, and then I remember, and then I remember, and then I remember, and then we're done.
Yeah. And what do you think? Do you think you got the meal? Do you have the meal in you?
Steak and taters all the way.
Steak and taters?
There we go.
I love it.
He's a real meat and potatoes kind of guy.
He is. He did.
Well, she's pretty easy to please. I mean, when it comes to the honeymoon, that is kind of like the honeymoon, like treat you right kind of meal, Valentine's Day stuff.
Steak and taters.
Yeah,
Every 214, baby, on that steak and taters. All right. Well,
that's right. Even if there's 3 feet of snow out there, it's real easy. I mean,
if all else fails, you can just get in the living room. You guys want to watch a show together and go, oh, honey, I saw this new YouTube guy. He's really great. And then you just pull up grilling videos and techniques on how to grill properly. And you just go, wow, I'm learning so much. Are you learning a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're learning so much together.
well, I mean,
I can't wait to apply this when I grill. What about you?
Like, remember when he said, don't burn the grill down? That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm never going to do
I
that
guess
again.
I didn't know that you shouldn't burn the grill down.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Could do that route.
yeah. Well, if I ever get the remote in my hands,
Now that's a whole other
That's her
question
territory.
right there. Yeah.
Honey, come out to the garage. Let's watch some YouTube videos.
Do you want your iPad out there?
Yeah. Something.
Well, I
Get away
think,
from all them shows.
I think we gave him some good tips, Charlie.
I always think we give good advice,
Yeah, so-
whether they think that or not really my
advice is all in the eye of the beholder.
It is.
And I think we did a pretty good job, Charlie.
I do too.
You think you can apply any of these?
I think so. I think I got some solid advice for you guys today.
Let's go.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right. Well, thanks for calling in, and do us a favor. Tell your wife we says hi.
Well, tell your folks I says hello.
I will. You betcha. All right. Talk to you
Real
soon
good.
now.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Miles,
What a good guy.
we'd take team it again.
Yeah,
We did good. Takes us a while to get there. We circle the drain a little bit, but that
Yeah.
drain's not clogged.
There's no steak we can't cook up. you know?
No taters either.
He might be the chef at the grill, but we're the chef at the bar cooking up good ideas.
Hell yeah. Personal question for you. Does your pee smell after you eat asparagus?
Yeah.
Okay. Some people's don't.
Well, how would you know?
Well,
Charlie,
let's take another caller. Yeah.
Charles.
Miles.
It's that time of year again when the Packers are ripping and rolling.
Rip. Yes, sir.
And if you're not at a game,
Yeah.
you're sitting on the couch, maybe standing on the couch, watching the game, what do you got in hand?
What I got in hand is a tippy cow. You betcha I got a tippy cow, chocolate tippy cow this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
You know, going and throwing a little chocolate in the glass. Actually, I got to drink down this vanilla and add in some of the chocolate. That's how I wanted to do it. I wanted to slowly seep in the chocolate into the vanilla, and that's what I like when I'm watching the game. Goes good, pairs well with brats.
Pairs well with brats and touchdowns. Am I right,
Heck
Charlie?
yeah. When the Packers are scoring a touchdown, I'm going to tip back a little tippy cow.
We love it.
Folks, I am on tour, and Miles is coming with me to every single stop. Right,
Yeah,
Miles?
I'm the merch guy.
Yeah.
Merch tent, slinging shirts.
And maybe he'll do a hot five off the top, ladies and gentlemen. Now, don't hold me to it if he's not there. Message Miles, not me. But
if
anyway,
that's the case, I had something come up.
he had
yeah.
some come up. But
Yeah.
I am coming all around. Well, I'm going all around the United States, ladies and gentlemen. You can get your tickets, charliebarons.com. Notable dates include Las Vegas when the Packers are in town, doing Denver, New Orleans, East Coast, West Coast, and, of course, the great Midwest, Wisconsin, Iowa, Ohio. You know the states there. I'll be there. Check it out, charliebarons.com. Thank you, Miles, for letting me do this merch plug on our joint podcast. Miles, what do you want to plug?
You know what, Charlie? I just want to plug a shout out to all the listeners.
Wow.
You know, this is a plug for them. Thanks for tuning in.
Miles, man of the people. Me, man of just trying to get my tickets sold. I see how it is. Wow.
No,
well,
I'm excited for your tour. I think you seem excited about.
I
this
am
one.
excited. I'm very excited.
You know, obviously, you're always excited about going on tour because it's you in your element.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's your craft, it's your art.
I do feel,
and it's really masterful.
No,
there,
thank you,
Charlie. So
thank you. I'm gonna slip you 20 under the bar for putting.
Yeah, I was gonna send you an invoice anyway.
Yeah, I'll pay it. I'll pay it. Okay. That was really well done. Well, thank you. All right, should we take some callers?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who are we talking to?
This is Kathy from Turtle Lake, Wisconsin.
Okay,
Turtle Lake,
Kathy.
Kathy, is that what she said?
Yep.
I heard Cassie in my phone.
No,
Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy. I gotta just turn up the volume on my headphones. All good.
Wait, did you say Cassie or Kathy?
No, she said Kathy, Miles. Jeez Louise. You know, our head...
No.
She said Cassie?
Was it with 2 S's?
Sorry, can you say it again? We're idiots.
Yeah. It's Cassie.
Okay.
Cassie.
See, we're right.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, Cassie.
Well, one of you was right.
Yeah. I don't even know which one.
Usually Charlie.
So, Cassie.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me. Yeah. Well, Cassie, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
I am a EMT.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you for your service. That's pretty noble. I love that.
Yeah, appreciate what you're doing for all of us out there who you screw the pooch on something, bike ride, motorcycle, car wreck, whatever you got it, choking on something. Thank you.
Alcohol is our job security.
Okay. You know what, Cassie? I like your mentality already. This is gonna be good. All right.
So what's cooking, Cassie? Belly on up to the bar with us. I thought I just said your name wrong again. Oh my gosh. Come on, Cassie, belly on up.
So I was calling to ask, like, what is the correct response when someone says, like, thank you for your service?
Oh.
It's kind of similar, like when you're at Quick Trip and they say, oh, see you next time, like, what do you say back? Like, they're kind of similar. I feel like saying thank you back is kind of weird. Like you're thanking them for thanking you.
Yeah. It's like when you're getting on a flight and they say, have a good flight. And you say, you too.
Yeah.
You know, that's never good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we just did
that.
That,
I mean, I work on an ambulance. You don't want to say like, see you later. Cause no one wants
see
to
you
see
soon.
you.
See you next time.
Well, Charlie, we did exactly what you called in to talk about.
I know.
Okay.
I honestly think, so who says it mostly? Is it randos or people you're actually helping out?
No, like just like people, like if we're like just in the community, people that see us.
Yeah. I think I just say you're welcome.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Let's spitball here. I think you could go with you're welcome for sure.
Yeah. Or, oh, no. Yeah. It's just what I do. Hey, I'm not doing it for free. Okay. Something like that.
Yeah, hey, I'm not doing this for my health.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the money.
I'm doing it for everyone else's health.
Yeah. Right. Right. Could do that.
Yeah, but
I do it for you, not me.
Yeah. Exactly. She's looking for kind of a Midwest version of it, Charlie, and I think that let's role play a little bit.
Okay.
So
I'll be the
you're
EMT.
Cassie.
Okay. All right.
And I just broke my leg.
Yeah.
You splinted me up.
Yeah.
And I'm now on my way, just walking right out of that crime scene. You know, I'm good as new.
Yeah.
That's how good Cassie is at her job.
Healed you.
Doesn't even need to go to the hospital.
Hell yeah.
And I say, you know what, Cassie? Thank you for your service. This was awesome.
Yeah. It's no big deal at all.
No, it was kind of a big deal. Now you healed them. You healed my leg.
I just got skills I don't even talk about. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, but
I mean, it's kind of a big deal. My bone was sticking out of my leg, and now it's not.
Listen, next time maybe just stick to 14 bush lattes. Okay, we don't need to do the full 24 rack. Okay.
Okay.
The full 30 rack.
I think I could do that, but again, really, thank you for your service.
You know what? I appreciate you. Okay. It's fine though. All right. Honestly, Just go easy next time.
But see, now you're stuck in the Midwest circle.
Yeah, Midwest goodbye.
Yeah, well, we're only halfway through, Cassie. We got to finish it, for God's sake. I'm trying to do a real-time role play.
Yeah.
You should be taking notes, not...
Okay.
Quick,
Yeah.
let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I really appreciate it. I'm on my way to my folks' house, so this
Oh,
is nice.
no kidding. Your folks, huh? Well, do me a favor, and you tell them I says hi, okay?
Okay, I will.
What are you guys eating for dinner tonight?
Yeah, we're having pork chops and applesauce.
Pork chops and applesauce. Wow. You
Yeah.
know, that's really good. You guys,
Well, they say
can
nothing
do the...
heals the leg more than pork chops and applesauce. That's what my mom always says.
And potato pancakes. Okay,
I'll have to. Yeah, I didn't
They're
know
good
that.
for the bone growth. Okay.
Well, Cassie, thank you for your service.
hey,
This is really awesome.
you know what? It's just what I do. Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm glad we got folks like you to help me.
You know,
My drunken stupor.
Yeah,
and my
you
bones,
know,
couple bones sticking out here
Take
and there.
it easy on the alcohol, and you might as well keep the
Well,
hula hoops at home next time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I suppose I could do that, but when Grandma's making old fashions, I'm not going to turn it down.
Yeah. Just don't mix them with beer next time, and we should be fine. Okay,
real
All
good
right.
now.
All right, we'll see
You want to come
soon.
over for a beer?
Yeah, I was hoping you'd ask. I can just say hi to your folks in person. That'd be fine.
Yeah, and they can also thank you for your service.
They can.
Yeah.
That would be great. Yeah, and I'll tell them it's just what I do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
real good.
my bike's a little mangled right now, as you can see on the side of the road here. You can,
Hop in the back of the ambulance.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We'll give you a ride.
Well, what's it gonna cost me?
You got me.
Yeah.
You got me. I gotta send my kids to college somehow. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Cassie,
hop
this
in.
is great. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
I'll continue to thank you for your service on the way to my parents.
That's you just ride in the back. I'll be in the front. Okay.
Real
That
good
sounds
now.
good. Bye bye. How'd that go, Cassie? She left.
Oh, I think I could use that. I mean, by the time you got to the second thank you, I probably would have got called to like another call.
Oh, I forgot. See, you don't. We gave you plenty of outs, and you didn't even need them, and that's you just say, "Well, I gotta go." You know.
Yeah. This is a great time to use the line. Duty calls.
Duty does call.
So yeah. So I mean, what's your approach right now when someone does that to you? What you get a little shy when it happens? Is it kind of like, ugh?
Yeah, it just seems awkward. It's like, oh yeah, thank you. Or, I appreciate that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that sounds like an appropriate answer.
And do they have follow-ups to that?
Not usually.
Well, then I think you're doing good on that. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your line of work?
There was recently, it was in the same county as me. I didn't go on the call, but there was a parachute accident.
Oof.
That's why I don't parachute.
What happened?
It sounds like they flew into a power line.
Ooh. Shoot first or noggin
I
first?
tell you what, though, that situation kind of sounds electric. I think I'd like to see that.
Oh, Miles. God, Lord. You know, it's important to stay grounded in these situations, Miles. Jeez. Cassie's not laughing at this at all.
Yeah.
Cassie, you showed up.
I am.
Okay. She's a silent laugher. She laughs internally. Cassie, so I'm sorry. This is one you heard about or a call you went out on?
It was in a neighboring town.
Neighboring town. So you weren't there to witness with your
No.
binocs. Okay.
Word travels fast, though, in the EMT community, Charlie.
Yeah.
So
How'd they get them down? First of all, did the person survive? Really hope.
Yeah.
Good.
They're fine.
Then we can make all the jokes we
how
want.
many bones poking through the skin are we dealing with?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Do you guys have a big trampoline? Like in this scenario, like if that fella had a knife on him, which he should, because he's in a big old parachute, cut himself out. Do you guys have a way to he can jump down on the trampoline?
I think that's more the fire departments.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's like a fire department thing. So some of them have big blow up cushions.
Blow up cushion. That would just be fun.
It's but they got the blow up machine for an air mattress, right? Just hold on, we're trying to get it aired up. It's
Yeah, it takes an hour.
just trust me, we're gonna help you. You need a snack? We can slingshot something up there to you.
Here, catch my Kindle. Just read a book.
Yeah. God, you look parched. You need a beer up there? We can help you out.
Yeah. Oh, that hit your head. Hang on, I got another.
Don't worry, there's EMTs down here. They'll fit you for a concussion real good now.
Did you thank them for their service yet? So what do you think, Cassie? She hung up.
I think I learned something.
Yeah, it's all about hospitality when someone's hanging from a power line, you know?
Yeah. Cassie, what's
It's customer service.
it is.
It really is.
What's your favorite call that you've ever been on?
I don't know. Like, they all kind of blend together. I've been doing it for like 2.5 years now. Like, it's hard to like think of specific calls.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, next question is what is your relationship with the fire department? Because the fire department is somewhat trained in EMT skills as well. Is that accurate?
Well, our ambulance is like ran by the hospital, and like around us is like volunteer fire departments, and I'm on one of them as well.
Oh, so you're a firewoman as well.
And then
You're a badass,
Yeah.
Cassie. Jeez Louise. You're not just
thank you.
You're not just empty. You are full of surprises.
Empty. Yeah.
Do you get that one?
Yeah.
Came up with that all on my own. Okay.
Oh,
So which one do you like more?
being an EMT is my job, and I mean, no one really loves their job. Like, being a firefighter is a hobby. So
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Moonlights.
cool. Yeah.
Moonlights is a fire person.
Well, maybe you'll remember some of those calls. What's your favorite fire call you ever been out on?
the ones that actually include fire, which is like
she's getting so sick of it.
5% of them.
Yeah, she's getting so sick of administering Narcan. I tell you what, she's
Oh
like, just
my
give me a
gosh.
fire at this point.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's always like carbon monoxide alarms and like fire alarms that are like the batteries are dead, so they're beeping, and
People call in
or
for
like
that?
people doing controlled burns and stuff. Oh yeah.
Okay. Charlie, you ever do any controlled
like-
burns out at your grandparents' place?
I've done a controlled burn out on a prairie.
And I'm not talking about when you're experimenting in college either,
Oh,
Charlie.
Miles, jeez Louise. First of all, those weren't
Controlled
experiments.
burns are fine.
They are, yeah, but sometimes you do it on a windy day. Control burns are necessary.
Yeah,
necessary
you should
part
just
of-
call. You should just call like dispatch and tell them that you're doing it.
Oh, so people
Oh.
aren't calling in reporting a fire, and you just have a controlled burn going on.
Or you're gonna have Susie drive down the road and call it in,
Yeah,
and then you get the Calgary of volunteer firefighters.
yeah, because you're volunteering. This is your time. Yeah. What, as a volunteer firefighter, what are your top 3 pet peeves?
Overambitious volunteer firefighters.
Oh, the hardos.
Like
Yeah, explain
the
to
ones
me what
that do it for the title.
Oh, okay. So maybe there's a little ego involved with the volunteer fireman. What? Give me an example.
There's some guys that do it for the cool hat and a couple T-shirts, and they wear them every single day.
And the mustache. Yeah.
They'll carry 4 pagers and 2 radios just so everyone knows.
They're like, is that guy?
They got their F-150 souped up with the lights and got a bunch of stickers on the back.
Okay, that's number 1 pet peeve. I see where you're going with that. What's another one?
And this can be of other firefighters, or it can be of house calls you go on.
My second one would be volunteer firefighters that aren't physically fit enough to do any part of the job description, but it's volunteer, so we take who we can get.
So if you're in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin, you better think twice before dealing with any sort of fireworks or flammables, because it may not be the strongest crew coming. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's just like, I know probably half of our department can't get up a ladder.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So 2 stories, no go. Ramblers are what you're looking for, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Luckily in Turtle Lake, we don't got many buildings over 1 story.
Okay, well, that's good. that helps. He can at least aim a hose. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and that's 2. What is your...
My third one would be hoarder houses.
Oh, I'd like to call them collector houses. Just for the record.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest?
We don't need to use the H word around here.
What's the weirdest situation you've walked into involving a so-called hoarder?
Like, there's some houses that look like completely upkept from the outside, and you walk in and it's like just cattle paths throughout the house. So you have to like weave around stuff, and
I imagine
they're always in like the way back room.
Yeah, and I imagine that it seems to be that there's a lot of newspapers and stuff that get hoarded, and that stuff, I tell you what, will go up in flames.
Yep, they keep every single newspaper. They always have a cat or a dog that they don't let outside, so they just do their business wherever.
A lot of cat piss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cat piss city. Well,
and I mean, I'm familiar to the Midwest basement. Like, that's collecting, but some of these are more than just collecting.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Got it. All right, so those are your...
people think this volunteer fireman stuff is all... It's just not... It's a lot of work. And I think that people need to realize that they're truly volunteering their time.
They are.
And it's not all sunshine and rainbows, obviously.
No.
It can be somewhat of a fire fest.
And therefore, all of you out there should make sure to thank your volunteer firefighters
Thank you for your
their
service on that firefighting,
Yes,
Cassie.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
No.
And there's always a shortage.
You gotta say you're welcome. That was the test, Cassie. That was the test at the end there.
I failed it.
Yeah.
Cassie, last question on the hoarding situation. You get in there, have you found any cool stuff in the hoarder houses?
There's usually lots of like animal mounts, like some weird ones.
A lot of
like a mounted like stuffed cat once.
You found a mounted stuffed cat? Oh, well, that's just a way to honor Fluffles. I mean, it's either that or a shoebox.
Snowball.
Did you check to see if it was actually alive? Because cat's got 9 lives. You never know.
You never do know.
Yeah. Might have just been very still.
I don't think it was.
Okay.
All right. Well, did
we help at all?
No, I don't think we helped at all. You see a stuffed cat like that sitting there.
Here we go, Charlie. Here's the
You
test.
tried to help, and I still failed.
Yeah, well, that's on us.
Yeah.
If your student fails, it's on the teacher.
Yeah.
Now, question though, we did put a lot of effort in. Would you thank us for our service on this call right now?
For sure.
For sure. That didn't sound...
Thank you guys for being comedic relief in an EMT's life.
Oh, well, you know what? That means a lot.
It does mean a lot.
When it comes to our service, it's just something that we really enjoy, helping out folks like you, Cassie.
Yeah, and just hearing the stories that you're talking about, with all the stuff you go through with the EMT and the volunteer firefighter and showing up in these hoarders' households, seeing the stuffed cat, that's gotta make you... You got to feline something weird when you see that.
Okay.
Oh, oh my gosh. She laughed. I heard an audible laugh from her on that. I heard and she did not give us an audible laugh until...
I don't think that was a cheer.
No, Cassie, was that a real laugh?
It was more of a sigh.
Well, what can you do?
But if in your heart you need it to be a laugh, it can be a laugh.
Okay.
Thank you. In fact, I do need it to be a laugh
Charlie,
today.
that joke was a dumpster fire. Good thing we got a volunteer fireman on the line.
I like how you go full Boston accent. You were doing British before when you were trying to be a firefighter. So, you've at least come a long way in this interview.
Yeah.
Well, right. Cassie, thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for your services.
Well, thank you. Where are you guys at today?
No, you gotta say you're welcome.
We're at Zad's. We're at Zad's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now. So not just a 9-iron away from you. A big 9-iron in Turtle Creek up there. Yeah, maybe a driver.
I was pretty close to Fargo this weekend.
Were ya?
No way. For what?
A bachelorette party in Perham.
Okay.
Wow. What's over?
I spent some time in Perm. I like going golfing in Perm. They got a good course out there. How was the bachelorette party?
We were on a lake. It was good. Spent a lot of time on the boat.
Nice.
That's what you do there. You either go to the bar or hang out on the lake.
Good for you. Way to get out and do that thing.
Yeah.
Well, this has been real nice, Cassie. We thank you for your service.
Yeah. Services.
Oh, before you go, our fire department is selling some raffle tickets.
Yeah. Plug it.
The most Midwest fundraiser. It's guns.
Yes.
Okay, there you have it.
I love going to a fireman's stag and putting some raffle tickets on some guns. I actually went to the Fargo fireman's stag.
Well, it's a 30 gun calendar in October.
Okay.
We just started selling the tickets. They're $100 each, but we're only selling 300 of them.
Okay. Well, can I get my hands on a ticket?
You sure can.
Where do I do that? Do we just hit you up after, or is there?
Yeah. I can do Venmo.
Okay. All right. Then there we go. Charlie, you in on this or no?
Yeah, I'm in on it. I'd like a shotgun. Do me a favor. Tell the folks where they can find, get themselves a little hunting rifle of their own. Where do they go?
Yeah, we're almost out of them. But it's on the Turtle Lake Fire Department Facebook page.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
Just give that a Facebook. And
By the time this airs, they'll probably definitely be gone.
all right.
And me and Charlie will be one gun richer as well.
There you go.
You could win up to 30 times.
Holy smokes! Well,
all right, I'll be 30 guns richer then.
yeah, that's a lot of
I'm
pheasant
gonna
hunting.
need a new gun safe.
Yeah.
Anne's not gonna love it, but
No, well,
yeah,
she'll sell them when you're not
You
around.
can never have too many.
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, and we'll hit you up about getting a raffle ticket.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
We'll
Yep.
see you,
Tell
Cassie.
your folks I says hi.
All right.
Thank you for your service.
We'll see you.
Thanks, yeah.
Thanks for your services.
Bye.
Bye now. Well, that was really cool. She's a nice gal.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. I think
She never did pick up on the how to say you're welcome,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Yeah. Sometimes they just ignore us, Miles, and that's what it's like to probably have children.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes this podcasting life's a thankless job.
It is. Yeah.
Well, she did say thank you, I guess,
She did.
but whatever.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I'm actually kind of excited about getting the raffle ticket now.
Yeah. It's pretty slick.
It's a way for me to channel my pull tab investing
There you
anchoring
go.
that I got.
There you go.
Yep.
You're finding all the best ways to
Yeah.
move your money around.
Well, Charlie, we did it.
Miles, I
Another
just realized
episode.
I never changed for this episode. I'm wearing the same thing.
That's fine.
Or in episode 2.
It's all right.
You can't win them all.
No.
All right.
But we can have a good time, and I think we did this.
I think we
this
did.
week.
It's been a pleasure, Miles.
Yeah.
Put her there. Tickle your palm.
Yeah,
All right.
your wrist.
It got weird.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, big thanks to Zads again for letting us do this. And
I'm gonna get myself a shirt before I leave.
yeah, I'll get one. And do not forget to tip your bartender. See you guys soon.
Love you guys.